So on this episode of Amphibia, we get a little bit of Ivy character development. I wasn't really expecting that, but it's nice that the other characters get things to do and they get to grow and change. So that's pretty cool. So overall, a fun episode for Ivy. Character development. There's a couple of things in the background that made me kind of go like, well, that was an odd thing to incorporate. Like, why was that in the episode? But we open up. Ivy is getting ready to go bug hunting with Sprig, and she's been up for hours. I do love this little map that she had on the wall. So she's been tracking all the different little adventures that Sprig went on, which I think is adorable that she did that. That's super cute. But she is about to leave, and her mom, she runs the tea house, and she's like, "Oh, you need to finish your chores." And some of it wasn't done exactly right. Like a couple of the plates were a little spotty, or table setting wasn't so great, but she had to finish her chores. Finally gets done in time, meets up with Sprig, and they're going to go their little shiny bug hunting. Anne is teaching Mutai to Polly, and, teaching her how to fight and everything. So that's kind of fun. I do like how she's like, "Oh, my mom put me in, into this when I was younger because I, had a lot of energy." And, it was kind of more of a, "Here, go do this so you're tired out, so you're not such a freaking freak." It's just smashing pots and pans as a kid. But we get back to Sprig and Ivy's just like, "Oh, you went on all these adventures, and that's so cool. Tell me about all the places you went to." And of course, Sprig's gonna try to talk himself up. "Oh yeah, I got friends all over. Every time we stopped in, I got friends." And of course, Ivy just believes everything, even though technically he's embellishing a little bit. And I love this face. Look at this. This is the face of, "You believe me, right?" And of course, Ivy does. They see a rare shiny, but her mom calls her. I guess they have these bees, and they're walkie-talkies, cell phones. I don't like this. I don't like when they do things like, "Oh, it's like technology," when they don't have technology. I think maybe it should have been more of a time thing. She's like, "Oh no, it's this time. I have to get home. I don't want to, but my mom needs me to be home." But they do this weird little back and forth because it's like a cell phone. They did this in Owl House. They had talking crows that would talk to each other. You could talk into it, and it was like a cell phone. But then they had magical scrolls that had video. So why couldn't they just use magic? Why would the crow even be necessary? I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. It's stupid. But I do Ivy's like, "Oh, I'll catch you later, Sprig. I gotta go." And she jumped on him, and look at his face. That's what I look like at the end of the week, but I get paid, so I'm happy. But I'm all beat the crap out of. We get to the Anne storyline, and she's teaching Polly, "You gotta have patience. You rush into your attacks like this, I can see them from a mile away." And she crashes into Wally. And this is what I was saying about this has to mean something. And he's like, "Oh, I wasn't spying on you. That's not creepy." What? So he was spying on them, but why? Was he see, there's got to be something more here. They wouldn't have put this in this unless it meant something. I know, remember, Wally was an heir to being super rich and everything. So is Wally a bad guy? I don't want Wally to be a bad guy. I don't know. It's weird. But he starts fighting. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to try some of that martial arts." And he's pretty good at fighting Anne. Anne's like, "Oh, wow, you're doing really, really well." Of course, Polly gets a little jealous. But so Wally knows how to fight, and he was spying on Anne. Something's up. There's something important's going to come from that. I just know it. Get back to Ivy and her mom. And she's like, "Oh, let's, going over the tea ceremony, looking at things. We had to check your your table setting was a little off, and you have to fold these swans. So it's a little weak, and she's kind of pointing out everything wrong that she's doing. And she basically says, "Mom, you don't get me. You don't understand me. I hate this place." Runs to her room. Then she gets the idea, "No, I'm going to just run away." And Sprig knows all these great places, these adventures. I want to go on my own adventure. She basically kidnapped Sprig. She's like, "Oh yeah, you know all these people in all these towns. We can just stop in one of these towns and we can start going on our own adventure." And Sprig's like, "Well, what if I, maybe exaggerated a little bit?" He has that look at his face "Oh, damn." And here's the thing, Ivy, you can't just steal Sprig away from his family. They end up running into Anne doing her training, and the mom's been following him the whole time. Ivy's like, I don't even want to be your daughter anymore. And they're like, oh, damn. Like, you can't be saying stuff like that. Just okay. If you can beat me in a martial arts fight, 3 rounds, first, who gets the first 3 touches wins. I have to hit you 3 times. You got to hit me once. And all you have to do is hit me 1 time, and I'll let you go on your own adventure all by yourself. She'll go, wow, this is going to be easy as pie. And the mom knows how to fight. She's just dodging all Ivy's attacks. Just boops her on the nose, does all the things, just kind of beats her. It gets 2 rounds to none. Gets Ivy pinned on the 3rd round, and she tells her daughter, hey, she has her pinned, like, do the swan, like fold the swans. And boom, she's able to get out of her hold. And she's like, so everything I've been teaching you was preparing you for a fight, like teaching you without teaching you. Very Karate Kid, paint the fence, wax the car, that kind of stuff. And she's able to get one last attack on her mom. And she beats her, and she's like, I just wanted you, I was just preparing you for, when you finally do go on your own adventure. And where did you think I got all my teeth from? Where do you think all this stuff happened? I went out and adventured, but I know it's a dangerous place, and I just want you to be prepared, because next time I go on my big journey around, Amphibia to get my teas, I'm going to bring you with me. So I'm like, oh, that's super sweet. So we got a mom-daughter moment. It's really, really cute. I like it. And then Polly tries to get one sneak attack in. She dodges and totally wallops Wally. Like, look at that. Freaking knocked the hell ever crap out of him. So that's the end of the episode. Super fun. Like I said, we got Ivy character development, her and her mom's relationship. Super fun. It's cool to see the side characters are getting a little more development here. This whole thing with Wally, it's not sitting well with me. Why was he out there? Why is he so good at fighting? I don't know. I don't want Wally to be like some kind of secret bad guy, or he's reporting to a bad guy. I don't know. Why is he out there? It has to mean something, right? Math. It must mean something. But yeah, super cool. Going to try to get some more episodes done in Amphibia. I've literally put out 2 videos in 2 weeks, which has been like a 10,000% increase for Amphibia reviews. But thanks for watching, guys. Just do the comments, share it around, leave me stuff that you want me to talk about. And yeah, I'll keep on making videos. You guys keep watching them. Everybody wins. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.